Try EkklesiaSolutions. It's a secured software that manages, automates, and customizes church administrations, even right from your smart device. EkklesiaSolutions tracks, automates, and coordinates all income and expenditure of the church, then generates reports for them. It networks all church branches from anywhere in the world to the headquarters for fast report and easy accessibility. EkklesiaSolutions records, monitors, and manages members and visitors with reminders of their special events. It allows upload of all media materials during and after service. It allows the creation of online community for church members' interaction. For more information, visit www.EkklesiaSolutions.co.uk.
How about the weekly reports?
Done, sir.
The follow-up on the new member?
Done, Pastor.
Birthday and other anniversary celebrations? Greetings?
All done, sir.
How's that even possible? Okay, how about the tithes, offerings, and other kind of givings?
All done, sir. Because members are now enabled to pay online.
Oh.
EkklesiaSolutions, sir.
EkklesiaSolutions, the church administration on the go.
Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Richard Cunningham, and I'm super excited to have you, the viewers. You know, every time you are tuning in to this program, and I'd like to appreciate everyone watching that Sky Channel 589, those are watching through the Facebook, and those watching through YouTube and every social media that you're watching. This is Spotlight, a program that profile outstanding individuals within the community. Now, we are talking about how to make your church digital ready. Yes, how to make your church digital ready. Now, the whole world has seen what COVID-19 can do. The whole world has faced a lockdown, and especially churches. How can we conquer these challenges? And I'm honored to have a company in the UK that do church administration. We're going to learn a lot. So if you are a pastor, if you are a leader, if you are a company, and you need accounting services, not only that, you're going to hear a lot more from this great gentleman. I'm honored to have the CEO, the Managing Director of EkklesiaSolutions, Mr. Abiodun Bamgbala. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Richard, for having me.
Wonderful.
It's nice. Thank you, viewers. It's nice to be here.
Yes. Now, COVID-19 has taken the whole world by surprise.
Yeah.
My goodness. And we're still observing the social distancing.
Yeah.
You know, and slowly the country is picking up slowly.
Yeah.
What's your first reaction in terms of the COVID-19?
Yeah, I believe the COVID-19 took everybody at a surprise.
Yes.
Now, I'm here to talk about the church.
Yes.
So I'm not sure the church was prepared for it. Now, most people, we are very comfortable with the conventional way of worship.
Yes.
People going to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, so the COVID-19 has brought up a lot of changes, and some people are panicking.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know how to respond to it. So, and unfortunately, is here to stay. All the changes, I'm not expecting it to go very soon. So, so that means churches have to change the way
they
worship, the way they interact with the members. So, so I guess that's the new norm now.
Yeah, that's because the topic today is how to make your church digital ready. Yeah. And you are the managing director of EkklesiaSolutions. And we're going to talk about what your company really does. Yeah. But in a nutshell, we want to know a little bit about you. Just tell us, who is this CEO? Tell us about your experience and just about yourself, please.
Yeah, well, like you said, my name is Abiodun Bamgbala. I live here in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
I'm a qualified accountant.
Wow.
So I've been involved in church accounting for a very long time.
Gotcha.
Interact with small businesses as well. So I'm married.
Yes.
And by the grace of God, we have 3 kids together.
Yes, wonderful.
So I think what else again do you want to know, Richard?
Yeah. Oh no. We just it's good. We need to know about just you, the person, because you see, people are seeing you for the first time.
Yes.
And before they can put their trust in your services, they need to know that you're married. Yep. You're living here. Yep. It just breaks the ice. Yes. And I've known you for a bit time now, but there's viewers watching you for the first time. Please stay tuned. If you're a pastor, stay tuned, because he's going to share something I believe you will find useful in your ministry. Now, you are the manager of EkklesiaSolutions. What is EkklesiaSolutions?
Now, it was brought up, now, like I said during my introduction, I've been involved in church accounting for a very long time.
Yes.
I think that's go back to 2003, to be precise. I was invited by my pastor, being then a young accountant, invited by my pastor to look at the processes, the financial processes of the church, and to look at the books of accounts, and if there are errors, what we need to do and how to improve it. So that was my first challenge as a young accountant that time.
Yes.
So when I look at the book, I notice there are a lot of things that go wrong. Now, for example, no receipts, a lot of things, signing, the account was not prepared on time, there is no compliance. The attitude of people in the church, many people are not aware what's their responsibility regarding the disclosure of accounting. Now, so I took this up as a challenge. So I spoke with my pastor then. Then I was living in Ireland. So I spoke with my pastor regarding the challenges that I noticed in the account. So after that, I guess he was impressed. And I took it up as a challenge, being a Christian myself, that if anything happened to a particular church, a body of Christ, it's going to affect every one of us.
That's right.
So as a result of that, I now find that some pastors start getting in touch with me to help them to look at their processes, to help them to talk to their trustee on how the attitude of people towards financial matter in the church was bad. Right. Yeah. So I was brought up to train trustee and to look at their processes, to do their tax filing, to look at their compliance. So since that time, I've picked up interest. And secondly, I noticed there's similar issues with all these churches, similar problem. And the problem is, one, the attitude, two, the receipts. Now, for example, if you get someone to go and buy something for the children department, for example. Now, if you ask them for a receipt, they will think you don't trust them. So they think you don't trust them if you ask them for the receipt. But for compliance sake, you need the receipt. That's right. As a backup. As a matter of fact, from the government regulation, you have to keep the receipt for 6 years. Wow. So those are the attitudinal change that we need to bring into the church. So as a result of that, I noticed all these churches are having similar problems. Yes. Now, trying to balance the book became difficult because there's no receipt. You see the transaction going through the bank, but you cannot match it up with the receipt. Now, so those are the challenges that I've seen over the years. Yes. So as a result of that, I'm being a Christian myself, and I think one thing I forgot to tell you that I'm a pastor as well.
Oh, wonderful! Now we have a trusted an accountant.
Yes. Now being a pastor and a qualified accountant. Yes. So it give me coming up with EkklesiaSolutions give me a lot of background. So I have insights.
That's right.
Being a qualified accountant and being a pastor, and the experiences that I had in the past. Wow. So now, looking at EkklesiaSolutions, one of the things I identified that some of our churches, in order for them to comply, now they get some other accounting software, for example, like Sage, to do their bookkeeping. Yes. Now, but the fact remains that Sage is not built for churches. Now, some churches use QuickBook. Okay. Now, all these are not designed for churches. Now, so the implication of that is there are some reports you cannot run on Sage.
On the softwares.
On the general accounting software. Yes. There's some reports you cannot run. On QuickBook, there's some reports you cannot run specifically for churches. So now, what EkklesiaSolutions is not doing is without bringing those reports. Gotcha. For example, we have gift aid in the UK. Yes. Now, Sage cannot run the gift aid. So each churches have specific reports. They expect at the end of every month. Yes. For example, now the trend of your tithes, offering, expenses, or sending a report to the head office
That's
for churches that have branches. Now, so this is what we are now building into Ecclesia Solutions.
Gotcha.
So now means one, the accounting part, so means we'll help you to track, and the administrative parts.
Yes.
Now,
Okay.
the administrative part is a very good feature because we have the attendance report, we have many features there that help the movement of where I believe COVID-19 is taking the church
That's
to.
right.
So, well, I think that's the reason why the burden of Ecclesia Solution came from. Now, to comply, because if anything happened to any church, for example,
Yes. Yeah.
being a part of a church myself, I'll be affected.
Oh, absolutely.
So it means if HMRC or Charity Commission bust a church, for example,
Yeah.
it must be my concern. So what this solution is not doing is just to make sure, one, there's compliance, two, improve communication with members.
There's a pastor watching you now.
Yeah.
And they're having these challenges that you have mentioned, they're having it. What is your immediate word to that pastor watching the program now?
Being a pastor myself,
Yeah.
if somebody approached me and said, Pastor, we need something in the children department.
Yes.
Now, the first thing I will tell them, go online and make a request.
Got you.
So that solution give you that option. So you go online, make a request. I will look at the request. So he doesn't need to come to me.
Okay.
So now we've removed all the bottleneck of signing, having paper in the church.
Yes.
So we've removed all that part. So this head of department will go online. Now, put everything, send from there. I will receive it. I'll get a notification
Yep.
that somebody have made a request.
Okay.
I will review it. If I'm happy, I will accept.
Got you.
Now, if I'm not happy, I'll reject.
Okay.
And once I reject, it will go back to the head of department to review. And I put my comments there. Now, if it eventually happened, now the head of department do not need to come to church
Yes.
to give me the receipts.
Yes.
He can upload the receipt directly on the solution.
Okay.
So means, in other words, in the next 5-7 years, if you are looking for that receipt, it's just a matter of going online and print out the receipts.
Wow.
So means we've removed the issue of there is no receipts. Now we can trace, there's an audit trail as well on the solution, whereby we can trail every transactions, every movement on the solution. So so for any pastor, that should stop, because we're talking about, you mentioned social distancing now. So means I don't need to see a pastor before I make a request. I can just log in online, make the request, and the pastor will receive it. And Richard, another thing is the appointment management. So as a pastor, you can go online and check my diary. If you want to see me, you just book an appointment online.
Got you. Wow. Wow.
So those are the things, because these are the things, the COVID-19. And so means I don't need to call, I don't need to come to your office. So you can look at my calendar, book an appointment. It will go straight to my secretary or to the secretary of the church. Now the secretary of the church will either accept or reject.
Wow.
So those are the things we build into the solution.
Wow. How to make your church digital ready, and this is the steps of how to do it. What is so special? What is so unique about EkklesiaSolutions?
Now I just mentioned one there. So means uploading the receipts.
That's what. Yeah.
So that is, and another one is the approval, the process, the attendance report, for example.
Yes, yeah.
You can't get an attendance report on Sage. So another thing we are building in is the volunteer management.
For the charity arms.
Yes, for the charity arms.
Yes.
So that's what we are building. So we're building a database where a pastor at every point in time will know what is happening. Now, apart from that, looking at the finance, their income point of view, you'll be able to compare looking at tithes, for example, you'll be able to know how much tithe you received last year, the same time last year, and you'll be able to send your report directly to the head office or to the central office if it's a branch, if it's a branch church. So those are another feature in the Ecclesia solution.
Okay.
We have media upload as well.
Wow.
We have online giving. So like you said,
making your church digital ready.
Yes, we have, because the reason why we have to build all this into it.
Yeah.
Now, in as much that, to me, it look as if we are being reactive. The church is being reactive because we are not planning, we are not expecting this to happen. So we are being reactive. So what this solution is doing is to be proactive. That anything we assume that you are going to need,
Yes.
we are putting them in place.
Wow.
So that is so the uniqueness of Ecclesia Solution, the appointments, for example, the approval process, the appointment, the approval process, the media upload, the volunteer,
Yes.
So the attendance tracking,
Yes.
the audit trail, and it's very easy to use.
That's another thing. User friendly.
It's very user friendly.
Wow.
Very user friendly, and it's a cloud based,
Well,
and
okay.
you can use it on your mobile app. You can use it on laptop. You can use it. So there is flexibility.
Wow.
For example, if you want to upload your receipt, for example, like I mentioned, you don't need to go on your laptop before you do that. You can log in on the app, the church app, and you upload the receipt. Once somebody upload the receipt, now you'll be able to match up the receipt with the invoice.
Gotcha.
So means it reduces the pressure from the admin of the church. So, and anybody, now, another thing I need to point out is the restriction. Now, the pastor or the head of administrator would be the one managing the solution.
Yes.
And it will restrict permission. So, by maybe password. So, if you want the head of department to look at to see certain things, you will restrict the password.
That's right.
So they take charge.
Yeah.
To take charge of their own solution.
Let's look at the issue of security,
Yes.
which is crucial in keeping the information and sharing information. How secure is the system?
Now, firstly, GDPR compliance.
Yes.
So every data is saved in the cloud.
Gotcha. Basically, you're
church
providing a
information.
great security service.
Very
a peace
good.
of mind. That's what we want to know, a
Yes.
peace of mind. Now, time is running very fast, but what I
Wow.
want you to do is to run through the procedure. A pastor is watching, a leader is watching, and they say, man of God, accountant, sir, your service is unique. Now, run through the process. How can I take your services? What's the procedure?
Yeah, thank you, Richard, for that. It's very straightforward. Now, you just log into the website.
Yeah. www.EkklesiaSolutions.
www.EkklesiaSolution.
Yes.
Solutions.co.uk.
Yeah.
Just log in. Now, go through, there are a lot of information on the website.
Yeah.
Now, once you are happy, you just sign in on the line. So
Okay.
you don't need to call me. You don't need to see me. So you just sign in and ready to go.
Wow.
So as simple as that.
Now, to make it also great, I know there's a special offer. Is it the 1 month or 14 days? The free trial.
Yeah, the 14 days.
So you can actually go on the website, give it a go. No fees, nothing. You just give it a go.
Yes.
Type all information, use the system, and see how practical it can be beneficial to your church. What would you want to say about the free services?
Now, the free 14-day service is to give churches pastor assurance of what they are getting.
Okay.
So give them the peace of mind that all these things, yes, I'm getting value, because we want to make sure they are getting value for what they are paying for. So that is the most important thing. So getting value
Yes.
for what they are paying for. So
Wow.
after the 14 days, if they are happy to go ahead, there will be an automation that will prompt them. And if they're not happy, I'm very sure they'll be happy.
Oh yes, yes.
Because I'm telling you, there are a lot of things. And another thing I need to mention is looking at the cost.
Yes.
Now, it's a monthly subscription,
Got you.
but what we are offering is the cost is lower compared to other competitors.
Yes, I was going to come to the cost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the cost is lower now, because it's not driven by profits.
Yes.
So it's driven by a passion that anything that happens to any church will affect us. So, and all the team that are working on this, on this solution, they
Yes.
are all Christians.
Yes.
So we share the same burden. So the burden is making sure that there is compliance.
That's right.
And how we can help the church.
That's right, yeah. Now, I wanted to give you this opportunity, sir. There's a lot of pastors watching, as I said. There's a lot of individuals watching. I want you to give this opportunity to speak to that individual about your summaries. This is your opportunity to sell your services to them. They're listening. Please look in the camera and speak to them, please.
Yes, I will first of all Now, the COVID-19 has brought up a lot of things that we are not expecting, and it has shaken up the church a little bit. But in every problem, there is always an opportunity. Now, this is a time for us as a church to shake up and to look forward. Now, we cannot do anything about what has happened, but the future is great ahead of us. Now, looking at Ecclesia Solution, using it to give you peace of mind and everything that you will need as a church. Now, we are not only selling the solution and backup. At every point in time in this journey, we are there with you. So Ecclesia Solution give you rest of mind in terms of reporting. And another thing I need to mention is that you can customize your report as well. So the accounting part, we have the online giving, we have the administrative part. So please log into EkklesiaSolutions.co.uk and you see a lot of information. Our contact number is there. If you need to talk to somebody will be there to receive your call. Thank you.
Fantastic. How to make your church digital ready. And that's a topic for today. Now, we have touched a little bit on the fees. You mentioned the monthly subscriptions. But I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more. I want the viewers to be comfortable with the fees because they're going to do a lot of comparison.
Yes.
Between the software, because you have mentioned the software cannot really, give all that all-round services. Example, the gift aid.
Yeah.
The software cannot do that.
Yeah.
Now, someone is comparing the fees, the money part of it. How is cost-effective is Ecclesia Solutions?
Now, what we are offering, now I want to challenge anybody to go online.
Got you.
What we are offering is more, now because when we had the burden to build this solution, the first thing we did was to look at what is there in the market.
Yes.
So that was the first thing. Now, and we now see what is the gap in the market.
That's right.
So what Ecclesia Solution is doing is that now we give them what we have in the market and we close the gap. So in other words, this is the gap in the market and this is what the market is offering.
Yes.
So what this Ecclesia Solution is doing is to close the gap. So if you log in and if you compare the cost, now is the value. Now, and the reason why we do it monthly, somebody asked me, now because
why monthly? Yeah,
we're expecting we'll be doing an update.
Okay.
So because in response to anything that might come up again, so we don't need to. For example, when I remember many years back when I was still using Sage, and you have to download the Sage on the desktop. So once you download the Sage on the desktop, Sage doesn't have anything to do with it again.
Wow.
So if there's an update, you miss out on the updates. So but with Ecclesia Solution, we'll be doing updates. We're making sure that your security, your data is secured.
Yes.
So we are not leaving you that you have the solution, you can go. So we want to be a part of your journey and want to be part of the testimony.
Is there any final word you want to say to our viewers as we're running out of time?
Yeah, well, the final word, being a pastor myself, the final word will be we are all accountable. Now, people, our flocks has confidence in us, and we have the responsibility to comply. We have the responsibility to build up their confidence that their data that we are saving and the tithe and the offering they are giving, we are using it judiciously. So that is why Ecclesia Solution is here to support along the way. If you want to run the report, if anybody approach you, they need an information, just a printout will solve the problem. So for COVID-19, I personally believe God is involved. God has a plan.
Yes.
So as a church, we keep praying.
Yes.
And we're getting ourselves ready.
Wonderful.
For anything that might throw up again.
We are ready. And we are here to make yourself ready.
Yes.
Yeah. So please, cannot explain everything on this time, but I want you to go to the website. Get in touch with the website. And most of all, there's a 14 days free trial. You can try all the services. And if you feel that there's something that you can use for your church, please do register. The fees are very reasonable. It's a monthly basis. So go to www.EkklesiaSolutions.co.uk. How to make your church digital ready. This has been Richard Cunningham, and I trust you've been very informed on this program. And I ask you to keep sharing. If you're watching this from the YouTube, please share the link, forward it to your pastor. If you're a church member, you're seeing there, forward to your pastor. Let the pastor say it. Until next time, this has been Richard Cunningham. God bless you. Until next time, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Try EkklesiaSolutions. It's a secured software that manages, automates, and customizes church administrations, even right from your smart device. EkklesiaSolutions tracks, automates, and coordinates all income and expenditure of the church, then generates reports for them. It networks all church branches from anywhere in the world to the headquarters for fast report and easy accessibility. EkklesiaSolutions records, monitors, and manages members and visitors with reminders of their special events. It allows upload of all media materials during and after service. It allows the creation of online community for church members' interaction. For more information, visit www.EkklesiaSolutions.co.uk.
How about the weekly reports?
Done, sir.
The follow-up on the new member?
Done, Pastor.
Birthday and other anniversary celebrations? Greetings?
All done, sir.
How's that even possible? Okay, how about the tithes, offerings, and other kind of givings?
All done, sir. Because members are now enabled to pay online.
Oh,
EkklesiaSolutions, sir.
EkklesiaSolutions, the church administration on the go.